Alright guys, welcome to another review, and you have to excuse this. I've been in the kitchen currently cooking an Irish stew. Got some Guinness left over, and then I'm going to be doing a butternut squash soup. So you know, it's perfect to do it nearly 10 to 7 in the evening. But in fact, let me just give this a quick stir. Oh, that's coming along nicely. That's probably going to take ages though, because I cut them a little bit chunkier. If you want a really good Irish stew recipe that's really easy and simple, go over to look it up on YouTube. If I remember, I'll put the link down below. But there's a Canadian guy, Chris, who has the Knockout Kitchen YouTube channel. He's well known for like doing, you know, in Burger King, I think did the black burger bun and that sort of stuff. And he did an Irish stew, and he also did a couple of like an Irish soda bread, and then an Irish sort of like potato and onion sort of mix to have with it. But yeah, his Irish stew recipe is pretty bang on, so I'm giving it a go. So yeah, go look him up on YouTube, and really nice guy as well. Used to, I'm not sure if he still runs it or he's still involved, but he used to run Severed Cinema as well. That goes back to the Mondo Squalido days. But yeah, so I'm cooking that. Then I'm going to start on the soup, and I thought I'd have a couple of beers. I've already had a can of Gamma Ray, which I'm looking forward to re-reviewing, because the can I had was absolutely lovely. Anyway, so I've been to Marks and Spencer's today, as I was perusing Ormskirk. Went into Morrison's, because I went in there because I managed to get a few hours off work, because I've got like over 40 hours of holiday to use between now and Christmas. So I like finished work about 4 hours early. So I thought, right, I'm going to go to Morrison's, see if they've got any of that craft stuff that was there, like the Siren, the Northern Monk, and it was pretty slim pickings. So I just, because I needed a stout for the Irish stew anyway, so I got some Guinness. And yeah, I wanted to do the 4 for 6, so I got some stuff. And then when I was in Marks and Spencer's on the walk back to the bus station, picked up a few beers there as well, that 3 for a 5, or I think it was, or 4 for a 5, I can't remember. So I picked up a bottle of this, and this is the London Porter, which has of course been brewed by Meantime Brewery, using 7 malts to create an historical recipe from 1750, a sweetish caramel flavour followed by a smoky maltiness. Brewed in Greenwich, 5.5% ABV, 500ml bottle, and yeah, looking forward to giving this a try. I do like a good old-fashioned London Porter. So yeah, picked up a couple of strong ales while I was in Morrison's as well, so British. Anyway, using a traditional glass for this. Haven't pulled this out for a while. In fact, I've not really had any sort of like real ale stuff from the supermarket, so it's going to be a nice change from the hype. And the phone's going, so that probably means that I'm going to get interrupted while I'm recording this review. So if you bear with me 1 second, I'm going to press pause. Total fucking grandma's boy. And now she's going to be getting a couple of portions of Irish stew, so call me an angel. Anyway, so yeah, poured the beer into a glass. I think that's as far as I got. So beer in the glass then, and yeah, that's sort of like it's got a nice sort of cherry red look to it, almost like a cranberry juice. When I first poured it, I had about a thin lining of head. I'm going to turn that down so it doesn't overcook. And yeah, but you can just about see through it. It's got those reddish hues you would expect, but it's looking pretty nice so far. So let's see what we get on the nose. I was almost tempted to pick up the Christmas beers that they've got, but I thought no, too early. Plus I don't think I'm going to be doing like a Christmas series this year, because 9 times out of 10 I'm disappointed with Christmas beers. And I've just spilled some on the floor. So this London Porter, I don't know if it's... Let me just take the slippers off and mop that up with my sock. God, I've got like onion skin all over the floor. Oh well, someone else can clean that up. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure if this is like a pre-existing recipe and they've just rebranded it exclusively for Marks and Spencer's. I know that sometimes is the case. or if it's a new recipe. But do you know what? I've not really had too much from Meantime. I mean, I had the pale ale and the lager, which I picked up from the Co-op a little while ago, just because I wanted some beers with a chippy tea, to be honest. And so yeah, I don't think they're too bad. Plus, the stuff that they do for Wagamamas, the like spiced pale ales and stuff, were really damn good. The one and only time I've ever been to Wagamamas, and that was like 2 years ago. Need to go again. I wish I lived in a city, because you know that, is it Just Eat or Deliveroo? The Deliveroo advert where that annoying woman, let's be honest, she's really fucking annoying. It's like, Wagamama, KFC stuff. I just love to have that access. But, oh well. Maybe one day I will move to the city. And, but yeah, back to the beer. So, looks really nice and appetising. Let's see what we get on the nose. It's got a sticky, sweet muskiness, but there's a little bit of smokiness. Loads of berry character, I would say. Yeah, it's sort of really fruity. Doesn't smell too bad. Just need to give my Irish stew a stir. This is the first time I've actually done a proper Irish stew. Although I'm not too... yeah, I think it is. Nice and chunky pieces of carrot and potato in there. I can't remember what the finishing touches were, but I'll get that sorted. And I was hoping the grated potato would thicken it up a lot more than it has. But yeah, I've got like way too much. So maybe I can start a soup kitchen. Anyway, looking good. Smelling damn good as well. I'm fucking boss me. No, I'm not. Anyway, so the beer smells good, the food's smelling good, so let's see what the beer tastes like. Cheers. I know it's a porter, but that is really quite thin. It's disappointingly thin, even for a 5.5% porter. Or maybe that's just the entitled, drinker in me. Because I've not really had a low ABV porter for a while. Flavour-wise, it's a malty brew, as you would expect. There is a sweetness there. There's not much flavour, which adds to the drinkability. What I would say is, the back end is really nice. If you like smoky characters in your beer, you do get that on the back end, albeit really slight. A little bit of chocolate in there. A little bit of hint of a filter coffee going on. Devastatingly drinkable, so that low ABV. I mean, it's a satisfying enough beer. But I think there's a reason I don't really gravitate towards standard lower ABV porters. I mean, on cask, I could imagine this beer being really good. But do you know what? We're coming towards we're slowly approaching the mid part of November. It's like £1 or so when you work it out with the other beers that I got in the bundle. So I'm not going to stand here and berate the beer and, it's Meantime, macro, it's like, shut the fuck up. Just really shut up. Although I've heard that, is it Grolsch? Has the license for Grolsch to be brewed in England has finished, so they won't be doing it again, so they're taking it off the shelves. Really want to try Grolsch now. It's been a while. We'll only let you drink it when it's ready. Do you remember when Ray Liotta did the advert? Is it Liotta or Liotta? Because Liotta literally sounds like saying otter. But, yeah. It's perfectly... What's the word I'm looking for? It's to style. It's what you expect after you've had a bit. You could get yourself carried away from it, especially in these winter months. But it just could do with a little bit more of a bolder flavour, I suppose. It's just a tiny bit bland. It's inoffensive. There's a really nice sweet bitterness on the back end, which I do really like. Perfect to make a stew with, I'd imagine. In fact, let's see what it says. Perfect match for meats as well as cheeses and oysters. Do you know what? This would be a really good sort of cheese board or meat platter sort of beer. But yeah, the London Porter is brewed in Greenwich, using no fewer than 7 malts to recreate a historic recipe from the mid-1700s for a style of beer that was a vibration, was once synonymous with London. So I do appreciate that. So yeah, in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. So if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below, and I shall see you all later.